Hey everybody, this is Ryan. Let's go over the hook for What Was I Made For? And before I show you this, real quick in the tab, this is the first ending for the hook, and this bar is the second ending. So let me show you what it would look like if you were about to go into the bridge of this song. What was I made for? What was I made for? The main benefit of this riff is that we're going to learn how to play this A minor 7, but the even bigger benefit is learning how to mute strings that are the bass note below the bass note that you're trying to play. So we'll go over that in just a second, but quick recap on this. This is the same as the previous tutorial video that we went over, so I'm not necessarily going to spend time on this, but this part sounds like this. And then you would go back into the next part of the verse if you did the if you did the first ending. So with this, without the muting, it sounds like this. Now if you just listen to that, you can still hear that it's an A minor 7 because this string is ringing out even though I'm meaning to play this bass note. So because this string is lower, it's still going to make it sound like an A minor 7. So to mute this string, you're going to do this instead. It's a very, very slight change. We're taught that when we play chords, we want to be on the very tips of our fingers, so that way we let all the strings ring out. But when you want to mute the strings, you want to be on the pads of your fingers, so that way you can mute the other strings. So when I played this C over E, my middle finger landed on the pad, and it's still touching the A string, as opposed to this. See, now I'm on the tip there, and it's ringing out. So you can also land on the tip and then shift your finger up like this, so that way you are touching the string to mute it. That would look like this. At least something similar to that. So let's just practice this part right here and get that muting down. And when you do this A minor 7, you can do either a one-fingered A minor 7 in this case, or you can do the normal A minor 7 where you have your middle finger down like this. It's like A minor, but you just lift up the ring finger like that. So let's do it that fast. Here we go. Again. 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 One more time. And after you do that, then you're going to basically play this F sus2 to take you back to the verse. And now what we're going to practice is going from this bar to this bar. And I love this part because all you do is once you get to this C over E, you just take the ring finger, and that's when you put it down on the 3rd fret of the D string to get the F sus2. And then you just put the middle finger back to get the C over E again. So we're going to go from this bar to this bar at that slow tempo. Here we go. F sus2, C over E. 1, 2, here we go. F sus2 to C over E. 1, 2, one last time. On the D minor. And that's where we're going to head next, is this D minor. So this was the hook tutorial for What Was I Made For? See y'all in the practice video.